we saw how the players kind of felt about Austin, kind of mobbing him right on the court after that performance. But what stood out the most to you, and what have you gotten to know about Austin that kind of makes that a moment for you? What did you recognize out of that?
He was fantastic. Did a little bit of everything for us tonight, all over the place. Scored the basketball at an incredible level, but just his tenacity to compete. Like it's so apparent every single day he's in the gym. He just loves competition. He thrives on competition. We talked about it a little bit towards the end of last season, and then right after the regular season. And this is a small town kid from Arkansas who went undrafted, who last year averaged a 20 ball in the NBA. And just had a 50 ball. These moments are incredible for him. I think his teammates see that. I know as a coaching staff, we see that. He just lives in the moment, and he's ready for every single moment that comes. And it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be around him every day.
Just what kind of energy and uplift does that give a group, especially with the guys that you're missing and that you can carry here for?
I thought it was all our guys. I mean, the big challenge before the game was just playing with our edge. We finally, I was like waiting for it in the preseason. Didn't feel like we had it against Golden State. Didn't start with it against Minnesota. I thought we had it all night tonight. They have a ton of offensive weapons. They can score the basketball. Our resolve. Our tenacity on the glass. When we were getting hurt, we had 3-4 guys trying to sandwich rebound on some opponents. Like they're a tough team to compete against. And I just thought our guys brought an edge, and it wasn't just Austin leading that. Da was great, Vando, Smart, Gabe before he got hurt. All those guys, and then Jake and Rui just hit some big shots for us in that fourth quarter.
JJ, we got a glimpse of your post-game speech. It's your favorite thing when we get to see it after game 2, and it was something along the lines of, this is a reference point that we can look back at. Considering Luka being out, Gabe having to leave the game, did you earn another reference point tonight, and what can you point to?
Well, I do think for this group, it's important to know that you can win a basketball game without those two guys. Our group last year knew that, because we did it. And AR had some huge games for us offensively. We nearly beat Denver on the road without those guys. So the guys that were on the team last year, I think, believed already, but it's important for us as a group to understand that. Like, we have enough good basketball players to win games when two of our best players are out.
Coach, I only have one question. DeAndre Ayton, 22 points, 15 rebounds, really controlled the boards under there. He didn't have to deal with DeMontis tonight. What do you think about his play tonight? He's been really good for you guys.
Yeah, he just keeps getting better every single day that he's with this group. I thought the pick and roll stuff was really good tonight. His pocket decision making was really good. Love seeing him get 15 rebounds, but I think offensively that was his best night.
How did you feel like the team, you mentioned it wasn't just Austin, but how did you feel like the team used maybe Sacramento's more aggressive defensive schemes on Austin late in the game? I think it was like Jake, Rui, and DeAndre all were able to score off of that late.
Yeah, we were ready for it. We were ready for it. Something, we show on film, we do breakdowns. We've worked on it a ton over the last 10 days. Typically, we're doing it to get ready for teams blitzing Luka. So, once we saw, the initial one, they actually didn't blitz. He was up to blitz, and then DA kind of slipped out of there, and he got a little bit in no man's land. So coming out of that next time out, we were ready for it. And, I thought the guys did a great job of execution all night long, particularly, in the fourth quarter. Off of the blitzes, drew up an ATO for Jake to get that layup. That was another great example of our execution. It's 2 games in a row offensively for us that we played high-level basketball. Still got some things to work through right now, particularly if Gabe is going to be out, with just ball handling. I mean, it's asking a lot of AR to be the sole ball handler the whole game and get pressured full court and have to offensively create. So it's just something we'll have to figure out with our rotation in the short term.
JJ, just follow up on that. What do you know about Gabe? How is he doing?
I don't have anything. Yeah, I don't have anything. Yeah, we'll know more tomorrow.
And then also, you mentioned that playing with that edge. Was there a moment, whether it was pregame or during the game, when you really saw that this team was ready to play and had that edge that you were looking for today?
I saw it right away. It wasn't a singular moment. We talk about our shifts. Made a couple of defensive mistakes in the first half, but a lot of what they got in the first half was our turnovers. 30 points in the paint, 14 of those were in transition off of our turnovers. So I felt like if we could sustain that level of play in terms of our effort and our talk and our shifts and all that stuff, and continue to execute on the offensive end, then we'd have a chance to win, and that's what we did.
JJ, assuming Gabe's out for a little while, as of today, you had 8 healthy full contract players. You mentioned sort of tenacity to compete. What did you see trickle down from him on that front, the tenacity front from this group?
I just think you need someone or something to galvanize the group, to give the group belief. Austin led on that tonight. And frankly, I think the play of Bando and Smart was up there too. They led. They made the group believe we could get a big win on the road.
Yeah,